Hey guys, Time for Coffee here, and today I'm starting a new project. I'm going to start some seeds for the springtime. So went out and got this stuff the other day. So I got some parsley, I got some thyme, lettuce, rosemary, basil, lavender, beans, and some carrots. I'm going to go out and grab some more, probably some potatoes, some onions, some other stuff like that. So, and I also got this tray. So it's a starter tray. It's got a clear plastic for putting over top so it creates greenhouse effects. That's why it's professional greenhouse. And yeah, I can grow 72 different plants. So I'm going to tear this open and see what we need to do to get started here. Alright, so our first step here is to expand the pellets with some water. So we're looking for them to get to about 1.5 inches tall and dark brown. So I got a jug of water here. Just going to go along and see what happens, I guess. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm going to put together a garden in the backyard. I've got the wood and everything all planned out, so I just need to go to the hardware store and pick it up. We're going to do about 4-foot by 10-foot garden in the backyard to start with. I'm not too sure what we're going to be able to get in there based on the amount of space, but we'll work with what we got. And then if I want to expand, I might do that later in the summer or into the fall. So let's see what goes on here with these pucks. I've got them nice and submerged in the water. They haven't really started growing all that much, or expanding. Maybe it takes some time. So I'm going to come back to you guys once that's happened. Kitty! Alright, holy shit. After like 2 or 3 minutes, they have puffed up like crazy. So I think we're good. There's no water left to be spoken of. It's pretty much gone. Yeah, it's gone. So what we need to do now is just tear a little hole in the top here and start sowing some seeds. They said 2 to 3 per pellet here. So I'm going to do that. We're going to go to hyper time here. Okay, so we've torn the netting on all of the pods. Now they say to fluff the peat, because this is what this is, right? It's peat moss and some dirt, I guess. So supposed to fluff it up and then put 2 to 3 seeds into each one of them. So I'm going to try and decide on a layout here and then start planting. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do these first 2 rows as the beans, the next 2 carrot, the next 2 the lettuce, the next 2 we're going to go with basil because I use that quite a bit in my cooking. Then for the last 4 rows, we're going to do 1 each of rosemary, thyme, lavender, and the parsley. So that takes up the last 4 rows. That should give us a good base to start it off here. So let's get started on that. With the beans, I don't think I'm going to be able to do 3. I might try 2 per pod here, so see how that goes. Jeez, these things are pretty hard to get in here. Alright. 1 down, so I'll come back to you guys as soon as I am done here. Okay, so I've got them all planted. That took a bit longer than I thought. Here's the layout again. So we got the 2 rows of beans, 2 rows of carrots, 2 rows of lettuce, 2 rows of basil, and then we got the last 4 rows of rosemary, thyme, lavender, and parsley. Some of these seeds were really small, so I don't know if I got 2, 3, 5 per pod. I don't know. We'll see. Once they start to sprout, it says to start to trim them back or trim back the weakest of them, and then you just transplant them outside after exposing them to sunlight for a bit. So I'll keep you posted. And this is a bit of a shorter video today, but I just wanted to get started on this and see how it progresses throughout the spring and summer. Alright guys, so I'm Time for Coffee, and we'll see you later. Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick little update on my planting. So it looks like we have some sprouts. So these are the beans here. They were the first to show up. The carrots row, doesn't look like there's much activity going on, but there might be a little bit there. And then the lettuce is the one that's really starting to sprout. I have a little activity with the basil and the thyme as well. You'll have to excuse my dog. She is having a drink at the moment. Anyway, yeah, so we've got some activity. So now we need to put the lid on just partially. And then once they all start to sprout and grow, then we have to remove it totally. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Time for Coffee.